Hello guys, welcome back. And if you are new here, please subscribe. I'm going to give prediction of UFC 317, and this is a great card. This is a good time to be a MMA fan, especially UFC fan. The fights are so amazing, so amazing. I can't express about this card. And the main event is like chef kiss. So I'm going to give prediction. Usually I go from main event to the prelim card, but this time I'm going to do opposite. I'm going with the first fight from prelim to the main event. Let's go. The first fight is Jackson McAfee versus Christopher Edward. In this fight, I'm picking Jackson McAfee to beat Christopher Edward by knockout or submission. Might be anything. Christopher and both of them are low level fights. Like you can see in their records, 6-0, 7-0. Skill per skill, Christopher is better. I know Christopher is better, but if you see Jackson is little bit explosive. His clinch work is good. He throws knees, elbows. I don't think he will give space to Christopher Edward to do his thing. And I think with his pressure and with his have you seen his clinch work? Bro is throwing something. Christopher is little bit awkward, or you can say uncomfortable in clinch work, and I think this will be a main factor in this fight. Christopher will try to get distance from Jackson, and Jackson will not let him give any space, and he will put pressure after pressure after pressure, and I think he's going to knock out or submit Christopher Edward. The next fight is between Jonathan Dinas versus Alvin Hines. In this fight, I am picking Jonathan Dinas to beat Alvin Hines. Alvin Hines is like a dog, not a technical dog. It's like a dog. He just throws takedowns. He's just doing stuff. Though no technique, he's a wild man. And whereas Jonathan Dinas, we have seen he has a good knockout power. His striking is really good in heavyweight division. I'm not talking about lower weight class. Obviously, their skills are better than heavyweight. So in this fight, I think Alvin Hines wrestling is not that good. So to keep Jonathan Dinas on the ground, even if Alvin Hines took him down, I think Jonathan Dinas will get up, and I think this will be the second fight where we can see a knockout. In this fight, I'm picking. I'm not. You can't see Jonathan Dinas to submit Alvin Hines, so it will be a knockout. So I'm going to give a prediction that Jonathan Dinas is going to knock out Alvin Hines in round one. The next fight is Nico Price and Jacob Smith. What did Nico Price what has Nico Price done wrong to UFC to be in this place? In this fight, I'm picking Jacob Smith to finish Nico Price. Will this fight go to the round two? Let's see. Let me do some magic. Let me relive everything that will happen at UFC 317. Mm. I think this will be also be a finish in round one. Jacob Smith will finish Nico Price with his barrage of punches, and I don't think Nico Price is going to last at and be there will be a round two. So in this fight, I'm picking Jacob Smith to beat Nico Price in round one by knockout. The next fight is Terence McKinney versus ah. This is a game of Let me guess the name. Vyacheslav Borchev. In this fight, I'm picking Terence McKinney to beat, not beach. Vyacheslav Borchev. Uh, you can see the finish and the wins and the losses of Terence McKinney. It's either getting finished or he has finished his opponent. If you see Veroslav Brochev, he is good at striking, and usually his finishes come with combination like either he breaks the opponent or it's not never like one punch knockout. It might had happened, it might have happened in future, but I don't know. I haven't watched too many tapes of him, but as for the recent fight, what I watch, I don't go in the previous era what he used to be. So I think Vaslev is a good striker. His combination are good, but Terence McKinney hits harder, and I don't think Vaslev will knock out Terence McKinney. If you can't knock out Terence McKinney is going to finish you. And the thing is, when when does Terence McKinney get knocked out? When he is being pushed and you can see there is no technique and he's just close his eyes and try to defend those punches or kicks there in that moment he gets knocked out, and I think his confidence will be high in this fight. He's facing someone with 8 wins and 5 losses, so I think his confidence will be high and he won't be get scared of Boraslev punches. I'm sorry if I'm spelling his name wrong, but it's too difficult for me. The next fight is Viviane Agio versus Tracy Cortez. I was picking Tracy Cortez to beat Viviane Agio. There is some it movement or it fighter. I'm not saying that Tracy Cortez is best fighter in the world, but there is some it movement that Viviani Arjo's striking is good. Tracy Cortez striking is good. I think Tracy Cortez will win this fight by taking Viviani Arjo down. Like the striking will be equal, but I think at the end of every round, Tracy Cortez will manage to take Viviani Arjo down or in the middle or one or two takedown per round. I think it will be an easy win for Tracy Cortez. If she could not take Viviane Agio down, we will find out in round one. If in round one Tracy Cortez took Viviane Agio down, Tracy Cortez will easily win this whole fight. Her cardio is also good. I don't think she will be exhausted at round two or sorry at round two or round three. I am not going to make whole video again. So frustrating. Um, where was I? Okay. So in this fight, I'm picking Tracy Cortez to beat Viviani Agio. So depressing, man. I'm just doing. It's what's the time right now? I can't even see the time. What the hell? It's 4:12, means 5 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't slept. I'm making video, and my phone is just falling down for no fucking reason. For no reason. Sorry for the views. The next fight is Hyder Amil and Jose Delgado. In this fight, I'm picking Hyder Amil to beat Jose Delgado. I was watching obviously we have to watch highlight before picking. I was watching Jose Jose Delgado highlight, and in those highlight he seems so amazing. But I have doubt Hyder Amil so many times. I'm not going to doubt him. He might look like 40-year-old and at 26 at the same time. And I think his pressure is good. I think his striking is good. Overall, his pressure, bro, is his chin is tough. He's going to put like I predicted one fight previously wrong because I thought his skills was good and he might be able to win. But I'm not going to do the same in this fight. I'm picking a Hyder Emil to beat Jose Delgado with lots of pressure. The next fight is Jack Hermanson and Gregory Rodriguez. In this fight, I'm picking Jack Hermanson to beat Gregory Rodriguez because of previous fight. Gregory Rodriguez stakes are high. He was the previously when I predicted it, he was so much favorite in this fight. That was the best time to bet against Gregory Rodriguez. Jack Hermanson is tough, durable, and his footwork is great. Gregory Rodriguez, if he might be able to take Jack Hermanson. The first thing is this is 3 round fight, and there is concern about Gregory Rodriguez cardio at 5 round fights, but I think Jack Hermanson is also brawler, and he is he's always in a crazy fight and crazy movement, and I think this will be exhausting for Gregory Rodriguez. The first round will be obviously Gregory Rodriguez. He will come out with everything, and he will throw everything at Jack Hermanson, and I think Jack Hermanson will survive this and win round two and round three. This will be a win by decision, Jack Hermanson. The next fight is Peyton Talbot and Felipe Lima. In this fight, I am picking Peyton Talbot to beat Felipe Lima after so much of hype, so much of fame, and so much of being Chad. And um, I hate Peyton Talbot that whatever he wears. That shit creeps me out. It doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man. That is just ugly. That is just ugly. I just don't like it. I picked against him versus Cameron Simon because of that thing, and he beat the shit out of Cameron Simon. In this fight, I am going to pick Peyton Talbot because I think the previous fight he was a bit embarrassed, and obviously he's a good striker, and I hope he might have worked in his wrestling defense. Uh, striking per striking, I think Peyton Talbot beat Felipe Lima 9 out of 10 time. I'm saying 10 out of 10 time. Only the way the Felipe Lima to beat, sorry, only way Peyton, what the, only way Felipe Lima to beat Peyton Talbot is by keeping him down and with lots of aggression. What do you say that a takedown per takedown? If I Peyton Talbot is not uh, going to be on the ground, so he's going to get up. If Felipe Lima keep keep wrestling, keep taking him down, then he might win. But I don't think he will be able to do that to Peyton Talbot, and I think Peyton Talbot will beat Felipe Lima by knock. Can he knock Felipe Lima out? Can he? I don't think. I think he can't, and I think this will be a decision win for Peyton Talbot. The next fight is Benil Darius and Hirato Moicano. Hinato Moicano. This is not easy money for Hinato Moicano. This is not easy money. Bunny Darius has some chin issue, but he's not a easy money. His previous loss is against Arman. Oh, what the Arman and Charles Oliveira. So those are great fighter. Those are great fights. Charles Oliveira is I think I'm not going to give spoilers. You have to watch whole video. So Charles Oliveira is good. Surkian, Turasian, whatever is, he's also good. And in my opinion, I think Arman will give a tougher fight to. Why there are so many names I always forget. He's main eventing and he's my favorite fighter. Still forgetting. I don't forget. I'm just. Uh, I think Arman will give a tougher fight to Ilya than Charles Oliveira because of the chin issue of Charles Oliveira. And Bunny lost to a good guys. Those guys hit hard, and I think Hinato Moicano can't knock Benny Dariush out. And if you can't knock Benny Dariush, you can't scramble with Benny Dariush. You have seen Matthews Gamrot, what he did to Matthews Gamrot. You can't just wrestle and win against Benny Dariush. And overall, Benny Dariush striking is also good, and he might initiate some takedown in this match. And Benny Dariush is going to beat Renato Moicano. The next fight is Brandon Royval and Joshua Van. What has happened to Brandon Royval? He was just an average fighter, but recently there is like upgrade to his game. He has upgraded his game, everything. I think he's just playing solo leveling and upgrading after fights. And this is a close fight than I thought at my initial breakdown. Joshua Van's striking is good. Uh, he thinks good at when he's striking. He takes some time, he calculates, and I think Brandon Royval reach is going to give Joshua Van problem. Like the Mexican guy he faced, that was also a good fight. What was his name? Not Bruno. Edgar Chares. That was a close fight. Not close fight, but that was a good fight. We see some vulnerability on Joshua Van in that fight. In this fight, I think Brandon Royval reach will give Joshua Van some issue, and I hope Joshua Van win. We and I definitely want to see new face in flyweight division. Uh, it's always the same guys on the top. I want to see Joshua Van to win this fight, but Brandon Level will. I want to Joshua Van to win, but Brandon Level will win the fight. What the hell? I'm sorry, you have to deal with this. The next fight is Alexander Pantoja and Kai Kara France. In this fight, I am picking Kai Kara France. I'm just picking. I'm just picking Kai Kara France because I want Kai Kara France to win. I'm biased in this fight. I like Kai Kara France. I'm not gay. I like his striking. I like his striking, and Alexander Pantoja get hits a lot. And I think Kai Kara France will find Alexander Pantoja chin. You just can't get hit. And what's his age, by the way? Pantoja age. Currently, Pantoja is 35 years of age. This is the age where the fighters start to decline. And I'm not saying Alexander Pantoja is declining, but 32 is a perfect age. Like 32 is your 30, 31, 32 is your prime, and Kai Kara is in his prime. And these are those fight where we can see some upsets, we can see something amazing happening. Sorry. And what a great event it will be to see Kai Kara France as a new champion. I'm not hating Alexander Pantoja. He's a good fighter. He's a good champion. I just want to see a new face. It's always same guy, Alexander Pantoja, Moreno, and the guy who left. So I'm picking Kai Kara France to beat Alexander Pantoja to knock him out. The next fight is Ilya Taporia and Charles Oliveira, the main event of the evening, night, whatever. So Ilya Taporia is it's showing Ilya Taporia is 17 ranked and featherweight. Oh, it's showing Ilya Taporia featherweight rank is 17 because he vacated his title, and Charles Oliveira is number 2. In this fight, I'm picking Ilya Taporia to beat Charles Oliveira in round 2. I think in round 1 also Ilya Taporia is going to dominate. The only way Charles Oliveira can win is by submission, and I don't think Ilya Taporia is mad enough to go in ground with Charles Oliveira. In round 1, Ilya Taporia will knock out Charles Oliveira multiple times, but he will not go to the ground. As when Oliveira is fresh, it's not a good. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how good fighter you are, how good wrestler you are. You never go on a ground with uh, Brazilian, especially Charles Oliveira. He might lock you into something. So I think Ilia Taporia will beat Charles Oliveira up in round 1, and in round 2 he will knock Oliveira out. Sorry, knock down Oliveira, and I think that will be the right time for Ilia Taporia to get on the ground and pound. Or I don't think it will be a submission. Ilia Taporia will not submit Charles Oliveira. It will be a knockout. I think ground and pound by Ilia Taporia in round 2. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe.